It's Monday. So we're dorks, and we forgot to charge our camera battery all weekend. So we're here on Monday. I'm Ellie.
And I'm Ben.
And we are Ears to Ever After. This is what is this?
Some episode.
So, this is episode 3 of our Disney Parks planning series. And last week we talked about the dining plan and dining reservations. And then the first week we talked about hotels and budgeting between moderate, deluxe, and
value. I win.
You do win. This is Tinkerbell. And this week, what we are going to talk about is FastPass Plus. Yes. Because everybody's got to get those Rise of the Resistance FastPasses. Although they don't have FastPasses yet.
Give it a few more months.
Smuggler's Run, I think, just moved over to the FastPass system. So, Rise of the Resistance is still insanely popular. I want to try it so bad, but I don't know if I'm going to be awake early enough to get on that.
No.
So.
She won't be.
Anyways. So FastPass Plus. What is it? What do you do with it? Why do I need a FastPass? Can't I just wing it?
Well, you could.
You don't want to. Well, maybe you don't want to. Alright, she doesn't want to stay, so there she goes.
She's just going to be in front side of the camera.
That was attractive. Lay down, Tink.
Back on the video.
Alright, so FastPass Plus. So each of Disney's parks has fast passes. If you've built your package, if you purchased when you purchase your package, if you've purchased tickets, the hotel, I keep calling it a hotel, it's a resort. The resort room, the tickets, and the dining plan, if you choose to go the dining plan route, then you are able to book your fast passes 60 days in advance of your stay. So if you are an on-site Disney guest, you are able to go ahead and get those fast passes booked at 6 a.m. on the 60-day mark, so 2 months out. Magic Kingdom, to the best of my knowledge, Magic Kingdom is the only park that does not have the tiered fast passes, but again, that might be changing. It's rumored that once the Tron ride is all ready to go, that Magic Kingdom might join the ranks of the tiers.
It definitely will.
So you're like, Ellie, what the hell is a tier? So Epcot, Hollywood Studios, and Animal Kingdom all have tiered fast passes. So what it means is they group their most popular rides and attractions into either tier A or tier B. And the most popular ones and the ones that usually have the longest wait are always going to be like tier A, and you're only allowed to pick one of those. And then the tier B ones, you're allowed to pick 2 of those, because you're allowed to have 3 initial fast passes per person per day.
Yep.
Yep.
1A, 2B.
Yes, in the tiered section, or in Magic Kingdom you can just do everything. And they have to be different rides too, or different attractions. You cannot get 3 fast passes for the same attraction at all.
Nope.
So, my biggest recommendation for fast passes, at least at Walt Disney World, because Disneyland doesn't have them. But my biggest tip is to not fast pass the shows, like the nighttime spectaculars, unless you really want to get in that area. And the reason I suggest not fast passing that is because once you're done using up your fast passes for the day, you can actually get on the My Disney Experience app and get like another fast pass, and then when you use that one you can look for another one. But if you have one of the nighttime shows booked, then you've got that 3rd fast pass tied up and you can't get any more extras for the day.
Yeah, and don't use it on Figment.
No.
Because you can just walk on.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever waited in line for Figment more than 10 minutes ever. And the same is to be said, I feel like, about the People Mover too. Although that can get quite long all of a sudden because everybody loves the People Mover.
Well, that and it breaks down half the time.
Yeah, it does. So for Magic Kingdom, I mean, it depends on what you're looking to do. Magic Kingdom is always busy. There's no not busy time for Magic Kingdom now. It will always be busy unless they do something about it. If you want to get on to Peter Pan, definitely FastPass that because the line is always 70 plus minutes because it is the slowest loading ride on the face of the earth.
Yeah. Doesn't mean it's the best ride. But.
Yeah, I mean it's a unique perspective because it is the only ride on property like that's a slow dark ride that kind of puts you on top of the story instead of immersed in the story. So it is kind of a cool little ride, but if Peter Pan's not your thing, then don't bother. But if it's like a must-do and you don't want to wait in a super long line for it, then definitely FastPass that one. Make that one your top priority. The big ones to always FastPass, or the big ones to FastPass if you're a thrill ride person, obviously Space Mountain, Splash Mountain, and Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. Those would be good mountains to FastPass.
But essentials are Haunted Mansion, Pirates.
Obviously.
Non-essential, It's a Small World.
It's a Small World is always essential.
Yeah, but most of the time you can walk onto that one.
Thank you very much. Sorry about that noise in the background. Somebody outside's muffler needs to be fixed. There's also the Jungle Cruise, although I don't know if any of you have heard, but one of the Jungle Cruise boats did sink on Bob Chapek's first day. So.
And it was very, very bad. It was tragic. It went down a foot.
A whole entire foot.
Okay.
Well,
might be too.
Probably about 3 or 4, but still. Nobody was injured. That's why we're joking about it. If somebody was injured, obviously we wouldn't be this careless about it.
Yeah, we'd at least wait them up.
So you've got the Jungle Cruise. I mean, Magic Carpets has a FastPass over there. I wouldn't. The ones that I don't think I would FastPass, again, unless I had really small children or they were like special to me, would be like I wouldn't FastPass Dumbo. I wouldn't FastPass Barnstormer, but then again, I'll never go on the Barnstormer again. Even if I do get to my goal weight, I'll never go on Barnstormer again. That was awful.
It's also boring. It takes like 2 seconds.
Yeah, it's just not a good ride. I wouldn't. Did I say Dumbo?
You said Dumbo.
I said Dumbo. Carpets, Dumbo. Astro Orbiters, even though it's got the same kind of motion as Dumbo and Aladdin, that one it would almost maybe FastPass because you can get some amazing views overlooking like Magic Kingdom and the castle from the cars on Astro Orbiter. So that's also kind of a cool little ride that you can do. There is, I don't think, is there a FastPass for the carousel? I think there might be.
I don't know. Never
I don't
paid
know.
attention to the
Yeah,
carousel.
there's the carousel. You've got Enchanted Tales with Belle. You've got the Little Mermaid ride. So those are just kind of some of the Magic Kingdom rides that you can FastPass. And again, you can choose any combination of rides at Magic Kingdom. Definitely Haunted Mansion and Pirates.
Yeah.
But so there's no tiers quite yet. So moving on to Epcot, even though currently Epcot is Diet Epcot because they're super under construction. But Epcot's going to be great when it's done. I really feel like it's going to be amazing.
I hope it is. What?
So, anyways, Epcot. Epcot is under construction. But it is going to, I think it's going to be pretty cool when it's done. I think it's going to be totally reimagined. At least the Future World part of it is going to be. So it's going to be awesome. I'm excited. So getting into the tiered fast passes. So with Epcot, you've got Test Track,
Frozen,
Soarin'.
Oh yes, I love Soarin'.
I love Soarin'. Mission Space. Is Spaceship Earth a tier 1 or a tier 2?
Tier 1, 2.
Tier
B. 2.
Tier B. Is it though? Yeah, I think so.
It's out of commission right now anyway.
Yeah, well, not yet. At the end of the month. At the end of the month, Spaceship Earth goes down, so it won't be in anybody's tier for the next year or so, because they are totally revamping the ride. But yeah, so all the major rides, the thrill rides, and Frozen, which isn't a thrill ride, but it is a fun ride. Those are all tier A rides. So then you've got the tier B rides, which would have been Spaceship Earth, Journey into the Imagination with Figment, Living with the Land, Turtle Talk, the other Nemo ride. Is there any more rides in Epcot?
I don't know.
I
go there to drink, not to ride.
Yeah, we kind of in Epcot do the same rides every trip. So I mean, I don't know if you're taking Disney planning tips from us. You go on Soarin', then you do single rider on Test Track because it's a faster moving line. You do get separated though. Maybe Frozen one day if we're there long enough. Always Spaceship Earth. Always Living with the Land. So, Epcot, I feel like Epcot is definitely more of a walk around and enjoy the attractions park rather than a let's do rides park. I mean, they have some good rides, but Epcot for me, I would rather that be like my shopping day and my eating and drinking day because it's got so many cool things to do that a lot of the times we don't even have time for rides because we're either busy doing festival things or we're, busy at a dining reservation or just trying to, shop at the unique stores. So that is Epcot. So plan accordingly. And then Epcot will be starting a new nighttime spectacular. I mean, Epcot Forever is still in the Fast Passes, and that is a tier 1. But Harmonious will begin later this year as well. They don't have an exact date for that yet either. But I'm excited for that because I don't like Epcot Forever.
Yeah.
Sorry. It's just not my favorite.
Sorry, not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry. I think we've gone on about Epcot Forever in a different video.
Yeah, so we'll end that one.
So we'll move on. Then there's Hollywood Studios. Hollywood Studios has a lot of fun rides now. I think Hollywood Studios has definitely upped their game. For me, it's still kind of a half-day park, unless we're spending some time in
full-day park.
Betu. But so you've got Rise of the Resistance and Smuggler's Run. Those are definitely going to be tier 1 fast passes for sure. You've also got the new Slinky Dog Dash, which is the roller coaster in the new Toy Story Land. You've got Tower of Terror and Rockin' Roller Coaster, which are all tier 1 rides. And then you've got the not the littler rides, but like the different rides. So Star Tours is a tier B.
Best tier B ever.
Yes. Alien
be attacked.
Is Alien Swirling Saucers in tier B yet?
No.
No, I think that's still tier A. Yep, so both Toy Story rides are tier A. Both.
It will be B one day.
Both Betu rides are tier B or tier A too. And then what else do we have? You've got Indiana Jones, Muppet Vision, which just went under refurb and is now back up. You've got the Little Mermaid show. You've got the Disney Junior show.
Frozen.
The Frozen sing-along. That's fun. If you haven't done the Frozen sing-along, that is a freaking funny show. I thought it was going to be stupid. I really did.
But if you have a partner that likes to sing, bring earplugs.
But it's hilarious. Don't be a dork.
That's my fault.
I know. Don't be a dork. It is fun. They do a good job with the Frozen one. Am I getting all the attractions at Hollywood Studios? Beauty and the Beast. Though I don't know why you... Let's just put this out there. You don't need a fast pass for the shows. Because 99 times, unless it's like incredibly crowded, so maybe 4th of July week and maybe Christmas, New Year week, you don't need a fast pass for the shows. You don't need it. Let me say it again. You don't need it. Because you can get into them. You just might have to wait a smidge longer. The fast passes basically just guarantee you entry into one specific section. They don't even guarantee you like a super duper great seat. They just guarantee you that you'll get put into the fast pass section. So I don't think you need them for the shows. So I mean, unless again there's no other tier 2 fast passes available, don't use them for rides. Really. That's my best advice. And then moving on to Animal Kingdom, you've got Pandora. Both Pandora rides are tier 1, so Flights of Passage and Navi River. Flights of Passage is one of the most incredible rides on Disney property.
Always pick that one.
Although I keep hearing that Rise of the Resistance is topping Flights of Passage, so we'll see. We'll see. You've got Expedition Everest, the Kilimanjaro Safari. No, I think isn't Kilimanjaro tier 2? Because I feel like we always get that one and Everest.
Yeah, I think it's 2.
Okay, so you've got Expedition Everest.
There's not that many I can think of anymore.
Yeah, I think it's just Everest, Pandora, both Pandora rides, and that might that be it? I don't know. Don't quote us on this, but yeah. So check that out. And then the tier B rides that we know of are the Kilimanjaro Safaris, Festival of the Lion King, the Finding Nemo musical, Dinosaur,
A River Rapids thing.
the River Rapids ride.
We never go on.
No, you get soaked. So unless it's like a really hot day, even if it's a really hot day, like you get soaked down to your socks and shoes. And I'm just not into walking around the parks with socks and shoes that are wet because that is like blister central and it's not a fun thing. So unless you bring a change of clothes, you're gonna get soaked. Bring a change of clothes. So I think that's it for fast passes for that park. So basically the idea is that if you are staying on property, you get to make these choices and you get to make these fast passes 60 days in advance. So just like when we told you about like the dining reservations to kind of firm up your plans or get a kind of rough estimate of what you want to do each day, if you haven't done it by the dining reservation time, you definitely want to do it by the time you get to close to making your fast pass selections, because you got to make your selections, so you got to know where you're going and what day you're going where, so you can make those selections. If you're not staying on the Disney property and you're staying off-site somewhere else, then you can make those selections 30 days in advance. So that's kind of the difference between on-property and off-property with fast passes.
And if you don't get the ones you want, the fast passes you want, just keep an eye out. Every day, people always get cancelling ones or picking something else, so there might just be something that drops in.
Absolutely, they might be just running ahead of schedule with like rides and stuff. So definitely a good options to have, but they make the park days more enjoyable. Basically, if you don't know what a fast pass is and you're watching this video because you don't, a fast pass just basically is your front of the line pass. It does not guarantee that you're not going to have to wait a little while, but you do bypass the big long lines.
Yep.
The fast pass, it's a great tool. It helps you get to the front of the line, and it's just a good way to like make the most out of your park day. So You absolutely do not have to have fast passes for anything if you don't want to. I mean, there are standby lines for everything. Generally, with the crowd levels lately, though, they've been pretty long. You're going to be waiting for most rides. Not all, but for most of the good attractions and most of the popular attractions, you're going to be waiting at least 45 minutes to an hour in a standby line. So having the fast passes definitely just maximizes the enjoyment of your day. But there's more to Disney than the rides.
Wait, the other thing I want to add on to it, if you're going to a park early in the morning, like first thing open, I wouldn't do a fast pass that early. You're most likely going to be able to go on the rides right away. I'll do it more towards the lunchtime.
Yes.
That way you got a better chance. That's when the lines start getting longer and you got a better chance of getting on
Those rides. Yes, absolutely. So have your park plan. Once you've made your resort reservation, have your park plan and make those fast passes and get them onto your My Disney experience. And then once you get there, you won't have to worry about anything. But if you're like a spur of the moment person and you just don't know what park you want to do and what day, and you don't want to make those plans, then don't worry about it. You will still have a good time at the parks. You'll just be, possibly waiting in a line that's just a smidge longer than,
But if you're also a spur in the moment type person and you're by yourself and you can do fast passes, you can pick a lot of great rides by yourself because there's always like that one spare.
Yeah. So that is our topic on FastPass Plus. Next week we'll come at you.
Coming at you.
Yes. Next week we'll do special events and hard ticketed events that you can add on to your Disney package. Those do cost more money, so we'll get into those on next weekend's video, and we promise we'll charge the camera battery this weekend so that we can get the video out.
It's already on charge.
On time.
I have the spare on charge.
So,
Good.
anywho, with that being said, please go check out our website. There's a lot of great information on our website. I will write a blog post about the planning process and things like that, so you can go use that as a reference. And I do have a couple cool printables up on the website, and I am in the process of drafting and printing more, or uploading more printables for you guys. They are free. We don't charge for those, so head over to our website and check that out. I was going to say one more thing. Give this video a like and a thumbs up if you did like it. Hopefully you're liking this series. Disneyland is 2 weeks from today, so you will be seeing a couple of those videos come out probably in about a month or so. Yay! So excited. So you'll see the Disneyland solo trip videos coming out shortly. So like this video, thumbs up, turn on that notification bell if you want to be notified when those videos come out, and we will talk to you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.